Alright. See where this leads. Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in. Sure.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city with no respect for the choices its citizens made to become augmented. The choice you made.
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us?
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time. Augmentations helped us take great steps before. And we can do it again. In Rabia. A concept city. 3D printed. Beyond state-of-the-art, a symbol of evolution.
In the deserts of Oman. I've seen the news stories. But Santo's not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word, to make an offer. Incentive-driven employment for any augmented person. You'll get a sponsored work permit for the duration of the city's construction.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the residency lottery.
Adam's pretty woke, isn't he? Cynical, pessimistic, what does he say? They're asking us to sign themselves up for...
The future isn't something a corporation can create and sell at a premium. If anyone knows that, it's the augmented.
Our augments were sold to us, weren't they? And we took them, and we used them to change our lives. The future is a framework. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its augmented workforce in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
That must be convenient for a construction business.
It's the opposite. Our CEO's life has been threatened for supporting the legitimacy of augmented people. But he, Mr. Brown, understands that the augmented saw the future early and rushed to meet it.
She's pretty good at her job, huh? And at, like, kind of dealing with all our... I mean, that's what she does all day, I guess. But dealing with all our doubts. It's all on Nathaniel Brown. But I guess we can maybe... She already mentioned, like, dropped a name here that she might not have otherwise. Maybe we can get more info out of her and kind of play her rather than the other way around. What guarantees do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too? I mean, that'll just give her an opportunity to kind of list off all her talking points, right? About why her product is great. I thought the Udalite complex was Santo's future fully augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan. I could do that, but they probably have a PR strategy of what to say in place for this as well. It's like, yeah, we've learned from our mistakes and now we're doing the right thing or something. I'll try this.
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams. Mr. Brown met us personally to sign off on us. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is zero footprint, fully self-sufficient. It is not just his solution for the augmented, it is his solution for cities. It is visionary. There is no other word for it.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little people.
Oh, you're so edgy. I mean, he's usually pretty woke. I like Adam usually, but that like crossed the line to edgy, I guess. All the visionaries are so, I don't know, whatever. Like, no matter what we choose, he's like distinctly I mean, I don't want to say capitalist, but distinctly anti-corporatist in a way, right? He's very critical of their PR bullshit, as he should be, of course. Okay. Let's do
I
the
thought the
other ones
Udalet
too.
complex was Santos' future for the Augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan.
Not to our plan. Utalek was supposed to be a low-cost, high-volume housing solution for transient workers. It was never meant to become what it has.
And why didn't Brown step in? Doesn't look good to have your name associated with an Aug ghetto.
It's out of our hands. Since the incident, it's been run by the Czech state and their police. That will never happen with Rabia.
Why not? Because Oman is not as powerful as a European nation? I know.
What guarantee do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too?
Santo is the guarantee. We keep the rights to the city in perpetuity, never handing it off to people who want the Augmented out of sight and out of mind.
But that's still exactly what you're doing. A city in a bubble, born from fear between Augmented and non-Augmented.
There have always been divisions in society. There always will be. That's why there are walls. Someone has to build the walls, and that's Santo.
Ooh. Now we're getting to the juicy part. Oh, now I can't talk to her further, because now the conversation just got interesting. Because we could, I mean, we could have had like a very nerdy conversation about ghettoization and urbanization and whatever now, and how it's usually not a good idea to segregate your cities in a way where you cordon off entire areas where like almost exclusively certain groups of people live. Gotta have, you know, gotta have the mixing going on. For a society to work, you have to have people meet each other in daily life as well, and not just live in their own little bubbles. But I don't know. I guess Adam's out here.
You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms. I want you to believe in the place.
That's also such a like corporate PR thing to say, or like a salesperson thing to say. I want you to believe in it too.
Help you with?
I was a little hasty before. There are some things you can tell me about Santo.
Alright, that's it though. Okay.
You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're...
Okay, yeah, we've heard this before. But yeah, for reals, this was probably the best written dialogue in the game so far. And I can tell, because I've worked in... What's the word? I've worked in like sales before, and I've tried to sell people shit. And that's exactly how that kind of language works. Got a seminar on that and all that kind of jazz, how you make people care about what they don't necessarily would care about in their own. It's pretty manipulative stuff, really.
This can't be happening to me.
I'm busy. Go back.
That's it.
What do we have here? Nothing in here? I am disappointed. Can I... No. Unless I'm overlooking something obvious. There's no vent or whatever. Oh, there's a vent. Aha. Vandalizing the subway. Sure. Do I get any traveler XP? Why am I doing this exactly? I guess because I'm just a piece of shit that needs to see everything, huh? There ain't even any loot here. Huh. What's the point of this? Am I missing something? I can't even jump on top of the metro. Alright, sure. Anyway, I've seen... Can't talk to anyone else here.
Here comes another one.
Otherwise, I'll just take the train.
Nice look.
People
trying to
around
be
here
like
really
a
value
nuclear
their
snake or
privacy,
something?
You know what I mean?
Love that movie.
Mostly because it's the only thing they have left.
I hate watching the city change so much.
What's that?
All
Augs
the
to the
history
left?
and
Are
culture
you
is
fucking
being run
for
over
real?
to make room for the future?
The news just keeps getting worse.
Can I just sit in the non-org department and create a revolution that way?
Panzer bastard.
Okay. So where do I want to try? Where do I want to travel? Where am I, actually? Am I in Prekaska? So this is both Čistá Čtvrť. No idea how to say that, I'm sorry. So... And this is... Davni. It's another borough then, huh? Pilgrim Station, Monument Station, Palisades Station. Oh, no wait. Don't want to shoot at it, I want to travel there. Sure. Well, that's a lot of stutters, but seeing as this is pretty much a loading screen, and it needs to load in the entire hub now, I suppose it'll probably take a minute or so. Wow, that does take a while. It's almost longer than a single metro stop where I live, certainly. Maybe I should have put it on the SSD, but I don't really have any space left there. Time to get a second one, I suppose. It's a good a time as any to see who's in chat, by the way. Anyone I know, or new people. Oh, it just says one name, Olds3604. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. I don't think I've seen you here before. Always fun to have new people. Usually RPG projects like this don't get as many viewers as like strategy games like Total War and Blood Bowl or whatever do. But I still I still like to stream them when I have the time. This really is taking long. I don't know, didn't freeze or whatever, right? I don't think so. Alright, I'm gonna grab another drink. I'll be right back.
Whoa, Og, what do you think you're doing? This train car is for naturals.
Oh,
Come on, let's see your paperwork.
Here, everything's in order.
so I did sit in the
These are
wrong train
nice,
car.
but you still have to play by the rules, understand?
No,
Stay out of the natural section.
no.
Learn it, live it, go.
I'm a veritable Rosa Parks of the org movement. Oh my god. Alright. I'm not standing for this segregated trains bullshit.
This is interesting.
Smells like police.
The debate, are orcs people too? I mean, this is so much... like, this is... I mean, it feels like a stupid science fiction dystopia that could never come to pass, right? But it certainly felt more that way 2 years ago when Human Revolution came out. Because this, like... are orcs people too? I don't know. Do transsexuals have a right to exist? Like... the political discourse is weird that way. In today's world too, it feels.
Finally, someone stops. Please, some credits?
Sure, can I give her some?
Anything. A kind word, even.
You'll be alright, I hope. Hosted by Eliza Cassan. Who else? Is this the way out? Yeah. Oh, this is the way out. What is this? Just access to the sewer, I suppose. Yeah, I can hack this. Any data stores? No data stores. Just transfers. So which way do I go here? Probably this. There might be a firewall here.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Alright, that was easy enough. Grey hat. Okay, so there's gas down there. I don't think I can go there yet.
What do you want, Og? Blowing up people not enough for you? You have to bother them on the street?
I like how she's like wearing all these pins. Oh yeah, there. Check. Checkmates, oh my god, for real. And Dobry Den is good day, I think.
Je to víc stroj než člověk.
Damn, I'll never get this done. Looks like more old.
Another corporate chill somewhere here, wanting to sell me some vision of the future. Crap. What have I wandered into here?
I don't give directions, I just work here.
That's okay. I still talk to you. It's like a large server room just for the metro. Okay. Throwable printer. Draw.
Miliardář a obchodní magnát Nathaniel Brown připustil, že extrémní počasí pozdrželo výstavbu.
Sorry.
Ty pracuješ pro jednu z těch firem tady. Jen málo z nich si nechalo augmentovaný zaměstnance. To jsi měl kliku.
Obavy akcionářů však
That's an ugly outfit.
There's the problem, right? Can't even trust the department.
Oh, I can hack the electrochromic glass switch. Oh, I need to hit both of them, I suppose. And what did that do?
Hate to see what these hulks
We are doing the best we can, sir.
Got
But
a few
full
more
service
years,
will not be
and then I
Does it look
re-established
like I
for a
have
long
time to
while.
chat?
Why do they have
I've
so
got
many
work
post-its
orders
here?
coming out my ears here.
Doppler effect? What? These Metro employees certainly have interesting interests.
Who listens to that garbage?
You? Right now.
I get blamed for everything.
Topiche, go away!
City run by criminals and scum.
All right, I saw your fancy license. No need to rub my nose in it.
And also, I mean, even like 2 or 3 years ago when Human Revolution came out, like
Enough problems already.
this level of security and like guards with, I mean, that's machine pistols, that's not assault
You should
rifles,
not be
right?
in the
Or
human
combat
line.
shotguns or whatever. That's what she's wearing. That would have been crazy even like 3 years ago, but do yourself a favor or not, or whatever. You just walk around Paris or Rome these days. It really, like, not with the barbed wire and everything, but there's really like soldiers walking around with assault rifles everywhere. It's kind of fucked up.
Drop dead.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling of being trapped underground.
You worry about everything. I'm amazed you're willing to take any kind of training.
Not right now. Actually, not ever.
Alright. I hope these status will get better once the
That garbage.
hub is properly loaded in. Otherwise, I might have to just lower the settings a little
The
bit.
bastards will do anything to shut him up. They do not want us to know the truth. See you soon. Someone at work came up with the term nouveau pauvre.
What? Term of what? It's kind of an artsy-fartsy metro station.
Prague is different from what I was expecting. It's busier, but also quieter.
Used to be.
My brother lives in the country,
Man.
but is looking for work here. I wish he would change his mind.
Alright, before wandering around too aimlessly... Oh, what else could I hack?
See what these hulks
It's
have
just
done.
this one again, alright.
You catch that?
Okay, whatever.
Can't even trust the department.
Sounds like some crazy pseudo-religion to me. More like some sort of cult.
Nice look.
Not right now.
Oh, that's...
Very rare.
that-
Not ever.
Fear
It's kind of hard
spreads
to
like
tell
disease.
sometimes who's going to talk to you and who isn't. Because sometimes it just says civilian. Right, before we wander around too aimlessly though, let's have a look at our quests. Our quests are O for objectives, that's right. So we could go to the offices. Right on map. That's over here, we are down here. TF29, sure. What else do we have? Behind our backs. There are things worth learning about. Any new street drug? Behind our backs, there's a place in the Čistá district that's known for its Neon Knight's apartment. According to an email I found, someone in that apartment knows a way to bypass the Diwali-controlled dealers. Needless to say, the Diwali aren't thrilled by the prospect of competition. That apartment is the 33 Lavny apartments. That's also up there. Alright. Where's frickin' Edward? Get the calibrator. Collar says I can find Ota Bortkovelli inside his underground casino in the Čistá district. That seems like it might be a bit more of a difficult task. Still see, where is that? What? Oh, underground, so that's in the sewers, I suppose. Let's go to the apartments first, I guess. Or should I go to the TF-29 first? Let's do the TF-29. I mean, we can do our debriefing finally. We told Miller that we'd come in as soon as we had a chance. Macchina. Macchina means car in Italian. Fun fact. Straightforward. Through to the left. Chain.
To má být nějaký žert? Já s augama nejednám. Lituju.
Enough problems already.
Papers?
Oh? Yes, of course. Here.
Those are the wrong ones. They don't clear you for this zone.
You're right, sorry. These should be the right ones.
Look up. Okay, you are clear. But be more careful,
Yes,
understand?
thank you.
Tamhle! Terorista!
Terrorista! I'll toggle off your radio and your TV. Sobchak. What's Sobchak? And also, who's this dude? Also, I've been to Prague a couple of times, and none of this seems vaguely familiar, by the way. I mean, the general architecture does, to a certain degree. But I'm not sure they've modeled this.
Keep it out of my report.
These streets after any existing place, actually. I don't know. Oh, is this the waterfront? Oh, okay. And this would be... Which side of the river are we? Maybe the other, like the... Old Town is actually the other side of the river. Hemingway's Fine Spirit. Morning.
Copy that.
Welcome to a brave new world.
Yeah, more like 1984. Ha! I like how her, or his, I'm not sure, her visor just goes like whoop.
Zpátky do Golem City!
The wall itself was brought down in the 13th century.
Oh, she's a
at
tour
least
guide.
where it
I'll listen
wasn't
to this.
incorporated into the surrounding infrastructure. Prague has always taken pride in embracing progress, but also valuing the past. This plaza also offers a view of the river and the opposite bank, as well as the best view of one of the most distinctive buildings in Prague, the Palisades Glade. How is that for merging the old and the new?
It certainly is an interesting looking building.
Personally, I think it is one of the most distinctive buildings in the world. But being a native, I may be slightly biased. It certainly makes Bolzano Plaza a popular spot for visitors and locals.
I assume that statue is of the Bolzano?
Yes, Bolzano Plaza is named after Bernard Bolzano. More precisely, Bernard Placidus Johann Nepomuk Bolzano. Now that is a mouthful. Bolzano was an early 19th century philosopher and mathematician notable for his works The Theory of Science, The Paradoxes of the Infinite, the textbook of the science of religion, and a number of other treatises I haven't read. And don't worry, there will not be a test after the tour.
Why not?
Okay, have a look around. There are a number of interesting shops in the area. If you have any questions, ask, and don't wander too far. We'll continue the tour when you are all ready.
Good thing guided walking tours are still a thing.
Seems no matter how long
I
or how
learned
much
my
we
life
work,
that we shouldn't
we
come to
cannot
this
manage
city.
to get ahead.
It's too dangerous.
Rents
I
and
like your
taxes
pants,
keep going
man. I
up
want them.
while our
Who didn't
salaries
listen to that
stagnate
crap?
or even
Are you
drop.
from here? I just love this city. The history, the culture. Just wonderful.
Where do you come from then? You sound like you're from here, considering your accent as well. Reserved.
Who else will take care of it?
Also, what time of year is this? I mean, considering by the leaves, it's probably somewhere around autumn. Maybe October, November even, huh? Let's talk to the guide.
Hello. I hope you're enjoying the...
Oh, sorry. I thought you were with the tour.
Maybe I am now. I tip you and all.
I should have known better. We don't get many augmented tourists anymore. Don't get many tourists at all since the terrorist attacks.
Why is it that Prague has such a problem with terrorist attacks?
I should have known better. We don't get many augmented tourists anymore.
Alright.
Don't get many tourists at
I
all.
would have liked to listen more. Also, I'm gonna look up that philosopher.
I'm sorry. I can't spare anything.
There is a better solution.
Bad enough when he was just drugs.
The stutters are a lot better now, thankfully. So let's go to our office, I suppose.
I know.
What does it say? Menu. Parek v Roliko. Klobasha. Probably butchering these pronunciations. I know voda. Voda is water. 3 what though? So... Oh, so everyone's paying in credits now, because I was just thinking, do they have euros now, or still Czech crowns? I don't know. Augmented entrance in the back. Oh, this is so fucked up. This is basically segregated US all over, right? Or apartheid regime, South Africa.
Reality check, Hansa. You aren't real.
I'm not real?
Out of my face, Og.
Ugh.
Blow up my city and expect politeness? You are lucky I do not spit in your face.
But I didn't blow up your city. That's not how that works. And I was about to say you. What? Okay. So I could break in here. Wait, is this basically? Is this actually where I want to go? Also, what's this marker here? Is that for our office? I suppose. We don't have a... Do we have a legend some... Oh, there's a legend. Thanks. Okay. Main missions, side missions, points of interest, Jensen's, male restrooms, female restrooms, steps, elevator, ladder, sewers, metro missions. College shop, Jensen's safe house, Chicane's place, task force 29, landmark, cameras, turrets, alarm panels, laser grids. Alright. Makes sense. So I could sneak in here. Do I have to? I mean, that's our own office, isn't it?
You know the expression act natural?
I don't.
Well, you can't.
Find me someone in customs you can pay off. This is not easy. I want my drugs in Africa.
I can search the car trunk? What? Nothing in there, though. Is she taking a selfie?
Yes. I should have kept trying, but...
Naturals only. Fuck off. Can I sit here?
I'm sure these people speak like
I'm gonna squat on this bench.
I think the quote. A police sergeant even verified them for me.
Civil disobedience for the win.
Já vám nerozumím.
You look like you're from the 1920s or something.
Musím uklízet, nemám čas si hrát na průvodce pro turisty.
Stačilo, že mě v jednom kuse prudej chlupatý.
Hansa's burn in hell. So I guess Hansa's is a word for augmented, like a slur, right? I'm wondering if that's like based on something that's actually from the Czech language. A wrench is a tool, not a human being. That's so stupid, that doesn't even make any sense. But yeah, bigotry really does.
Já s váma nechci mít nic společného.
I like the book.
I'm in love with an Og. What can I say?
Something else.
His legs are polymer, but his heart is pure gold.
Maybe it's actually, you know, literally pure gold. You never know. Alright.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Aby vyhodnotila jejich situaci a lépe pochopila, proč se kdysi prosperující města jako třeba...
I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
Basically, also look at this keyboard. Those like buttons are fucking massive. Like,
Sorry, I will
elderly
be...
person or whatever. This is new, isn't it? Terrorists bomb Ruzicka train station. Series of coordinated bomb blasts tore through Ruzicka station yesterday morning, killing dozens of travelers and dozens... Ugh. Why are they saying it like that, dozens? Why are they not saying like 38 or whatever? That seems awfully cavalier. Just like, yeah, dozens of people died. There's literally dozens of them. And renewing fears of large-scale terrorist mayhem against the city. Rail travel to Prague is becoming rerouted while forensic investigators comb the debris for answers. This morning it remained unclear who's responsible, but given that 2 similar bombings targeted lawmakers and destroyed a police precinct earlier in this year, this latest attack suggests that augmented terrorists upset over Prague's model augmentation licensing and relocation programs may be responsible. Oh, that's why, because Prague's like at the forefront of segregation, so to say. Obviously the world is watching Prague. Seems like it's working out for them just fine, right? State police spokesman Alexei Voyna told reporters. And that is why we're working hard to bring this wave of augmented terror to an end. Even with Interpol aiding our investigation, I'm confident our people can bring swift justice to those responsible. They may have batteries, but we've got this. It's an energy drink. Hackers publish stolen emails. Oh, how timely. Claiming to have proof that the International Monetary Fund holds the poorest countries at economic gunpoint on behalf of the world's elite, Juggernaut Collective hackers released dozens... I mean, that's not even a secret, is it? That the International Monetary Fund holds the poorest countries at economic gunpoint on behalf of the world's elite. Just that they're saying that it's eventually gonna be good for the world's poorest countries if they're, like, pillaged and given horrible deals and force austerity on them and whatever. Anyhow, I'm starting to like the Juggernaut Collective more and more. I want to be part, please. Released dozens of emails stolen during last month's cyber attack. Many of the emails we read, however, seem to be reminders to keep staff refrigerators clean. What? What?
Right with you.
So if we work her, we must know her rather well, right?
Right with you.
I know. Doesn't seem like she realized we're working for a secret. Okay, so I could have climbed in this window. There's not really a reason for it, though, I suppose. Maybe at some point we need to sneak in here. Stealthily. That fish is positioned weirdly. Also, like, I'm not entirely sure when it comes to the level design here yet. Like, is all of this on purpose, or is it like basically randomized with like an algorithm and they just put whatever assets they had like wherever? Because I mean, this is kind of a weird collection of things, right? Like butterflies, and then, I don't know, politicians cord cutting, then kind of kitschy paintings of nature, and the fish. And what's that, like? Some kind of document? I know. Welcome. Right, apparently I need to open the picture frame. Should probably close the doors first, though. Don't want anyone from the street to be looking in. Oh, this entire
Alex,
thing is a
this
elevator.
whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant.
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play.
Oh.
Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Getting things done, 1950. Yeah, there probably was no smooth operator
Verified.
For this anyway, right? So I literally just walked in here. Okay, so forgive me if I'm being ignorant here, but let's just pause this for a second. I like how Alex is obviously with the Juggernaut Collective, right? And it seems like she's one of Jensen's friends. But do we know why they're friends and how they met? And why Adam seems so eager to kind of subvert or spy on his employer for the Juggernaut Collective? I mean, I do like that we're going with them, but... I'd like to see the story behind that. Hello.
A word of advice. Stay off the Augurites web pages this week.
Why? Are they being monitored? Can I just hack my own organization here? Security rating 5 already. They're probably pretty high security, all of them, huh? Oh, this one's too. We can do this. Weapons cabinet as well. I mean, it's not like we're stealing, we're requisitioning. Just here, Tuscany 2023. Oh. I should go to Tuscany at some point in the near future. I haven't been for ages. Alright, what do we have? That's a large network. So there's 2 data stores. This one's actually pretty well hidden. But, I mean, we're pretty stealthy in our hacking already, so I think we'll be fine.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alright. Get 100 credits and the nuke software, just in time. Area. The shipment came in at last. I'll have to leave before you're off shift, so I'll drop off what you need before I go. But I need you to fill out the usual dosage report on my computer before you take the drugs off site. Just for today, the password is neuropazine. Jen, my password. Dr. Jennifer Phillips to Area Argento. Really? Alright. Safe not working. Peter. I tried changing the code to my secure storage as part of the refresh you ordered, but it's not working. Followed the usual steps, but it's still stuck on 2023 no matter what I put in. There's like a triple beeping sound whenever I try to confirm. I don't think it's me, or maybe it is me, who knows. This is why I'm in charge of the guns, says Area Argento to Peter Chang. I passed by to look at your safe, and you'll be pleased to know it's not you. It looked like a circuitry problem, so it'll be a few days before I can have it fixed. I'll keep you posted. Gold star for taking me seriously too. At least someone understands the need for security in this place. Thanks, Chang. Hans Gerber, MacReady. Oh, we hate that guy, MacReady, that is. Area, since I know you want to get back into the field, I thought I'd clarify a few things about Mac. He's a world-class prick. Of that there is no doubt, but from what I hear he's got some bad history with orcs. Not that I pretend to know what it is. Of course, it shouldn't absolve him from being a decent human being, but there it is. Prick aside, Mac's a pro, and he recognizes how useful they can be in an emergency. Thing is though, given that Prague's one of the most anti-orc cities on the planet, probably not the best place for an augmented agent. I hate to say it, but good guy or not, the thought of a well-armed and well-trained orcs walking the streets scares the shit out of most people. But if you ask me, his biggest problem is Jensen. Normally agents answer to Mac, but Jensen seems to get special treatment. I blame Director Miller for that. Mac's been here longer than anybody, and everybody looks to him. He's the deputy in everything but name, so Miller should stop cutting him off at the knees. Some inside drama here. Juicy gossip. Nice. 2023. Should I do that? Sure. Gas grenade, EMP grenade, frag grenade, EMP grenade. I mean, so level 3 is worth 50 XP, right? So level 4 would, or 75, so level 4 would probably be worth 100 XP. So it's actually worth more hacking it than entering the code for 4 and above. Again. Plus there might, plus anything you might find in the data stores. So do I want to rewind this? Yeah, I'll be fine for this one, but I'll just keep in mind that. Oh no, I'll reload it. I mean, that's like 5 extra XP probably. Why is it still giving me info on Dubai? Surprise everyone in the room with a blinding concussion grenade. Sure. Why is it taking so long to load? Oh, probably because the last save was outside. Fuck. Alright. Might have screwed myself over royally here. Ah, it's actually alright now, I suppose. You're an orc, take advantage of that. Use focus enhancement during challenging combat situations to slow things down. This'll give you time to line up a perfect headshot or take out an entire group at once. Enemies with face-covering helmets are equipped with gas masks that will protect them from the effects of gas grenades. Okay. So yeah, disconnect. So I could open this with a code, but I don't wanna, because I will hack it eventually. It means I don't get the grenades right now, but that's fine. It's a pretty extensive facility. Also, what's my quest say right now? It's probably like talk to Miller, right? Plant the whisper chip. Okay. Alex Vega, my contact in the collective, gave me a listening device to plant inside TF-29's holographic conferencing system. To do it, I'll have to find a way into the NSN server room and access its motherboard. It doesn't even say anything of like talk to Miller for a debriefing or anything. I wonder if that's still gonna happen.
These guys who crashed in Dubai.
February.
Nah, we're looking into it. You're right.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer. Nah, I've heard everything.
There's a computer that we'll take a look at in a second. No painkillers or anything. What's this? A door? Security rating 3. So there's one data store there.
Access granted.
Stopworm software. What the hell was that sound? Also, before I continue any further, have a look at this. The password is neuropazine. No, wait. Code database neuropazine? Oh, okay. So it's a level 1. So that's only worth 25 plus 5 for first try. So just entering the password is worth more, right? Let's see if it has any data stores. It doesn't even have any data stores, so exit. Do I capitalize all of it? New proposine. What? Did I misspell it? No. Maybe I don't capitalize it all, but it says code database. New proposine. Okay. I suppose. New psychologist, Director James Miller. To Dr. Jennifer Phillips. Jen, starting next week, TF29 is going to have a psychologist, Dr. Delara Orzen. In addition to providing mental health care to TF29 personnel, she'll be creating POI profiles and assisting in hostage negotiation. When she gets here, can you show her around the infirmary and walk her through ordering whatever she needs? Thanks, Jim. Free admission is just worth 50? Access granted 25? I don't get it. So computers work different than other hacks, I guess. I kinda wanna know how much I get for the hack now, but probably not more than 75. Why does it make that? Oh! I can jump up there, I suppose. And there's a save. What do we have? Do I need to catch all of these? I suppose. Suppose I do. Also, there's 2 data stores. Or 100 XP, that's nice.
Anomaly detected.
75 credits.
Trace program initiated.
Yeah, I'll not make this in time, will I?
Access denied.
I guess it still counts this as part of the hub, right? That's why loading takes so long here, which is good to keep in mind. Generally in the hub, I suppose. Oh! This is interesting. I can see how much the hack gives me then. So before
Access
it was
granted.
75 XP in total. Now it's script kitty, first try is 30. Yeah, okay. We'll use the password. Also keep in mind, don't capitalize every letter, even though it tells you to. Just the first one. Neuroprosine.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, that won't be
Trace program
fast
initiated.
enough, will it? No. Okay, now we should be fine. 75 credits as well.
Access granted.
Triangle code, fuck you game. I'm not downloading a mobile app for this. Okay. I mean, this is probably one way to access the server room or whatever, right? Crafting parts. Or maybe not. Wait, what? What was that even? That seemed so secret. And behind so many doors there was like, yeah, there must be something more value here. Am I just walking into the women's bathrooms? No, it's the men's.
White, please see Security Chief Collins. White, Security.
Watch your step. Why, thank you.
Agent Norton, report to Agent Creed. Fully urgent. Ursa Meyer,
Carol.
Agent Meyer to Sergeant Norton. Report to Agent
Mustard.
Fully urgent.
Can I like steal a beer or whatever? Hefe Krocken. Hefe means yeast, by the way.
Adam
Sorry,
Jensen.
where in German that is. This is the women's bathroom, right? Those secret compartments or vents or loot anywhere though. Forensics Daniel Fletcher smiley face. Daughter?
It didn't come from me. It came from higher up.
Let's steal from your safe first though. What does it say? Just a bunch of check stuff, alright. Security rating 3. Oh, and it's obfuscated. That is unfortunate. And I need to find out if there's
anomaly detected.
There's another data store
Trace
here.
program initiated.
How do I even get there though? Oh, maybe through there. Let's do this again. Okay. That's a 1. That shouldn't be too hard.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Can probably make it in time now.
Access granted.
Nope. I didn't get to the data source in time. That shit's important, yo. Ota Bolkoveli. Such a nice name to say in a Russian accent.
It didn't come from me. It came from higher up.
So, hack.
Anomaly detected.
This and this.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, so 30 credits and a stop warp. Did it. Unlocked. Reach software, crafting parts. Sure. Now the PC. This is still this. Security rating 2. That's a big one. So that's just... There's no data stores in here though, huh? Interesting. Okay, that should be fine.
Access granted.
Black Amethyst Publishing to Dr. Daniel Fletcher. Dear Mr. Fletcher, we appreciate your submission of your mystery novella entitled The Long Meanwhile. Oh, he's writing mystery novellas on the side, huh? While the prose style was interesting, if brusque, we find the content a little out of our comfort zone as a company, and frankly, we find some of the situations not even remotely plausible. We must decline to go any further at this time. Sincerely, Francis McGill, Black Amethyst Publishing. Debbie Connolly. Smiley! Is that it? Oh, is that his nickname? One of my friends in State Police heard a rumor about you. I think you know which one I mean. I'm not going to tell anyone, because your private affairs are none of my business, but if you make things between us and the cops worse than they already are, I'll have to let Miller know. You can come talk to me if you have any questions, Debbie. Smiley, is that from Sonia? And this is from Debbie. So a lot of people call him Smiley, it seems. Yes, of course I'm free. I'll meet you there. Lunch? Hey Sonia, still free for lunch later. I have a big case I'm working on, but I can still spare some time for your English lesson. Let me know. Smiley. Oh, so he's nice. So he's giving or taking English lessons, I suppose? Maybe getting to know his colleagues a little bit. Glass Read, The Long Meanwhile. Oh, that's his novel, or like an abstract or whatever. By Daniel Fletcher. One razor-straight line of chalk marked it. The position was important, you see. The cuff should just lightly brush the top of the shoe. Martin was there, as always, making sure my new suit fit just right. What's her name, Mr. Fletcher? Martin asked, taking his final measurements. Her name, I said, looking down at him, is Dr. Delara Orzan. Sounds ominous. No, Martin, it sounds beautiful. I looked at myself in the mirror and approved. Well, you're gonna knock her out in this suit. I tilted my head, made a face, and smiled. That's the point. I didn't know it then. That was the second to last time I would have a suit tailored, and the last time I would ever see Martin Cobbler, my master tailor, alive. So he didn't even, like, change the names. That's pretty hilarious. So he's Mr. Fletcher, and apparently he's in love with Delara Orzan, which is the new psychologist in here, right? Was that also the one he asked for lunch? No? Okay. That's another one. But maybe he's taking English lessons to be able to talk to her better or whatever. Ah, that's a little story right here. I mean, I'd love a game. I don't know if like any game has really ever focused on this, but I'd love a game with a, like, especially an RPG, with a dialogue system that super took into account like every little detail that you found out through just the game world, right? And you could bring like little shit like this in a conversation. I mean, I know some games have done it to like a limited degree, but not like massively normally. And I know it's hard with like voice acting being expensive and all, but especially in a game without voice acting, you could like make super intricate dialogues depending on what you found out in the world. And you like subtly allude to you knowing about his crush on the psychologist.
Good to see you okay. A word of advice, stay off the Aug Rights web pages this week.
I've been trying to ID the bodies of the people who crashed the operation in Dubai.
These guys don't mind if I hack like computers here, right?
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet. Nothing.
Anomaly detected.
You guys might as well be ghosts.
Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Meh. Don't even know why I screwed this up. I was just like trying to make sure there wasn't a data node there somewhere.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Wait, why can't I access it? What?
These guys might as well have
Get it.
Access denied.
Why didn't that work? What? That was weird. So there literally is.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Things got pretty hairy.
This is so weird.
Oh. Oh, okay, this way actually, yeah. And there was nothing here, I suppose.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Sure.
Access granted.
From Elias Chicane to Ava Cook. So Ava wrote Elias.
You think one of them would pop up on some list?
Jim's instructed me to handle the insurance in the workshop before they make things awkward by requesting to assess it
Adam, how's it
themselves.
going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
We're likely to get hit hard on the without blowing my cover. Like, he's deep undercover here as a...
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
We're likely to get hit hard on the fire risk angle. We thought it can help if we clear up some of this stuff and make sure there's nothing lying around that might cause any issues. Let me know if you need any help.
I've run DNA checks through all the
I don't need
alphabet
the help.
agencies.
I stole the tools and cleaned out most of the puppets for a retired look. Maybe you can cause a few of them to replace some agents at TF-29. Seems like
these guys
Elias
might as well
is
be
big on
ghosts.
small talk, huh? Jim, she writes, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but it's my responsibility to tell you. This office environment is unsafe.
These guys might as well be
the
ghosts.
floor, an air vent with live electricity and water in it, etc. As the office manager, I don't have the authority to force people to fix these things. I'm sure you understand.
so
Thanks. Ava, yes, I do understand your concerns, but on my priority list right now, terrorism is beating out office health and safety for #1. Sorry. There are many things around this office I'd like to see
I've run
fixed,
DNA
but
checks
hiring
through
a
all the
professional
alphabet
cleaner isn't near the
Nothing.
For the vents, sort out vetted contractors by the end of the week. As for the cables, everyone will just have to pick their feet up. Okay. So that's Ava.
A word of advice.
You think one of them would
Stay
pop
off
up
the
on some
authorized
list
pages
somewhere.
this week.
But Ava is...
I've been trying to ID the bodies of the people who crashed the operation.
IT support.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
How about that firewall? There's actually 2 data stores there. Okay.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Alright. Need to be stealthy here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Make this in time.
Access denied.
Have to save scum it. This is such an easy system. Why am I being
Anomaly
having
detected.
problems here? Yeah, no, that's
Trace
not
program initiated.
15% discovery.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, come on.
Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected.
Nope.
Trace program initiated.
Triggered.
Anomaly detected.
Still not gonna work.
Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Huh. Continue. I'm not gonna use my consumables on this stupid
Anomaly detected.
system.
Trace program initiated. Access denied.
What? That must have been like a hundredth of a second or whatever.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Oh god, I screwed up.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I mean, it's a fair number of nodes I need to capture here, but still.
Anomaly
I feel like I'm being exceptionally
Trace
unlucky.
program initiated.
Lockdown? Nope. You won't lock down on me.
Anomaly detected.
Why?
Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I'm not coming across the firewall all the time, am I? Maybe I should pay a little attention to that.
Anomaly detected.
No, that was just like the 15%.
Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Primary contact in the Juggernaut Collective.
Anomaly
This is
detected.
going a bit better.
Trace program initiated.
But
Access denied. Anomaly detected.
This is
Trace
just getting
program
ridiculous.
initiated. Anomaly detected.
Someone,
Trace program initiated.
someone check out their R&D. Something can't be right here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Time on. I mean, okay. So I think I'll keep these nodes.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Trace
I was about to say
program
I'll
initiated.
keep these nodes untouched for now. Because that lowers my chances of being discovered here.
Anomaly detected.
But
trace program initiated.
or is it the spam node that always causes it? No, right? Let me look at the help button. What spam does specifically. Oh, it doesn't tell me. No, spam. Docks the rating of subroutines by 1, increasing tracing time. Alright. Which sub... Oh!
Anomaly detected.
Oh, this is a...
Trace program initiated.
Okay. I guess... I should have looked at this earlier, maybe. So the spam is like a 100% discovery. Well then, I should do a whole lot of other stuff first.
Anomaly detected. Trace program
that has
initiated.
To work, of course. 15%, 15%.
Anomaly detected.
Dude!
Trace program initiated.
15%, 15%.
Anomaly detected. Trace
you.
program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace pro... Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Might just do this off screen actually. I don't know. It can't be. It shouldn't be taking this long. It's kind of ridiculous.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah.
Trace program
Alright,
initiated.
I'll spare you this. I'll see you in the next episode when we continue to rummage around our employer's facilities here, trying to plant a listening device. See you then. Bye bye. Oh, that didn't work. Stop recording.